So I know everybody in Jamaica and probably in the world is in an uproar regarding statements that the government of Jamaica said the other day about the birth rate being low and women needing to have more children, and also the implications that not enough population can have on the country, as well as how it can harm women's health, right? But I want to also give another point of view on this that might not be researched as much as it should have been. It's easy to think that women are just vessels incapable of much else than carrying out their reproductive rights to have kids and to continue the population flourishing like Mother Earth, as a female should, and that's the only thing they should want to do. But consider the situation, right? A lot of us have been raised in patriarchal homes, in homes where we are liable to be molested and harassed by these patriarchal men. In these households as well, not only weren't we not allowed to have a point of view, but we were also dissuaded from even telling anybody, even people who we trusted, that we were being harassed and molested. And as a result, a lot of us not only grew up with resentment, but we also have PTSD from the traumas that were elicited on us from we were young. And even if it didn't happen to us directly in our households, we all know somebody who's happened to, and we can always recount the stories growing up. Like, for example, while I was never molested in my household, one of the first people to look me as a 30-year-old was a notorious taxi driver in my area. He was very popular, very well known, very beloved, and was a taxi driver that took everybody's kids to school. But you know what he said to me? "What the way I grew up nice." Offered to take me to the library, because we used to have a girl library on weekends. He would offer to do everything for my grandmother. And if common sense never prevail, if my granny never did teach me, say man not to touch me or talk to me a certain way, I could have been easily caught in his trap, and my future might have looked very differently. So I say all of this to say that a lot of us millennials, Gen Zers, Gen Xers are walking with a type of trauma that we would never want to happen to the next generation. And a lot of us, by virtue of that, have decided that, number one, if I'm not in a space to take care of myself and my child and keep a keen eye on their growth and development, I'm not do it. Number two, if I'm in a space where I'm being abused or have been abused, I do not want to pass that on to anybody else. And that in itself have caused a lot of us to revert to using all the birth control measures available to us, abstaining, or just deciding that we don't want children, point blank, period. So I say all of that to say this. Do not judge a woman who don't want to have children, because there are men out here, even with the fact that social media will out them, even with the knowledge that they may go to prison, even with the fact that they're going to lose their credibility and everything they know and love, it does not stop them from behaving in such a manner that they feel okay to assault, abuse, SA, grape, take advantage of people and them girl pick me, or even boy pick me too, because a lot of the times why boys don't speak out is because they often are very much ostracized from the very beginning for even saying what they were going through, and that in itself is a problem. And a lot of times hurt people grow up and hurt people too. I say all of this to say that if you decided to procreate and bring children outside, it is your responsibility to ensure that the innocence of these children are maintained. And when I say your, I mean collective, not only the family, but the community. We need to start taking care of our children. We also need to hold these men responsible, men and women responsible for the harm that they cause to the psyche and physical nature of women, boys, girls, men, everybody. We should never feel that it is okay to take advantage of somebody else just because we can. Do not take other people's rights away. Do not take people's innocence away. And that's all I have to say about that.